Hey, what's up? This your boy Big Man. You already know what it is, man. So let's get right to it. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about Kodak Black. Now, Kodak Black has gotten himself into some trouble, obviously, right? We've been knowing about this South Carolina case for a while, and it looks ugly. You know, you almost can't even describe what's going down with this situation without fear of even talking about the situation that's alleged. Now, I know that's a lot of runabout and a runaround comments, but once we get to the specifics, you'll understand why. Now, Kodak Black is being charged and accused of committing an egregious crime in South Carolina when he was there on tour a couple years back. Now, this case has been around a while, and there's been a lot of details that have come out involving the case, the allegations, and Kodak Black's future. Now, Kodak Black today went before the court, and he was decked out. He had multiple lawyers, and it looked like he was ready to enter his plea and surprise everybody with his plea of guilty. Now, people are wondering what is this going to lead to and what this means for the rapper's future. Now, before we get to the specifics, do me a favor. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. And man, let's push them likes up. Let's get up to 1,000 likes on this one. And man, let's get it. Okay, now that we got that out of the way, let's go back on Kodak Black about 24 hours. So yesterday, a news story kicked off, and it made a couple of headlines and a little bit of waves, and it was talking about Kodak Black's case in Florence County, South Carolina. Now, for those of you who don't know, Kodak Black was being charged with an egregious crime. I can't really go into details about exactly what he was being charged because there's certain restrictions on, this platform, and it'll be bad for the video. I'll say that much. Now, with that being said, Kodak Black maintained his personally, and he's about it social media in some instances. I mean, not really, he's just kind of tried to avoid the situation altogether, to be honest with you. I don't think he's even professed his innocence now that I think about it. Now, Kodak Black's story that broke last night was that the solicitor, who is the county solicitor, that means the county solicitor in Florence County, revealed there was a plea reached in rapper Kodak Black's case in Florence County, and a hearing was set for Wednesday, being today. Now, Kodak Black had that hearing today, but as of the news yesterday, it was basically the solicitor. Now, this solicitor is the same person who went on record to say that they needed to maintain this case against Kodak Black and hold it up. His name is Ed Clements. And basically, he told the news and media outlets out there in Florence County, South Carolina, that basically, that they had reached a plea agreement yesterday. So he said, I have been told we have a plea. Then this story continued to talk about no other details were given about the plea. Now, this was yesterday, right? Black's defense attorney confirmed that his client will be in court for the hearing at 2 p.m. Wednesday, was just a couple of hours ago. Now, Black, whose legal name is Bill Capri, was arrested back in 2016 and faces one count of first degree. And you know what it is, man. And we're gonna leave it at that. You know what I mean? Anybody, you could look up that exactly what he was being accused of and the conditions of that. Now, Black has been banned from South Carolina and is only allowed in the state for court appearances. So he legitimately got banned from the entire state of South Carolina behind these allegations in this trial. Now, Kodak Black's trial was actually postponed in 2019, and then the case carried on since 2016 to the present day today, right? Now, Kodak Black's trial got postponed again while he was incarcerated, and then he was one of the many people who was actually pardoned and was actually set free by the last president who was in charge. Man, I got to dance around a lot of these words because a lot of these words you'll learn are bad for YouTube. But you guys get what I mean. He was pardoned and he went on to, come back to hip hop. He was greeted back and everything was going good, right? And then a story broke about that county solicitor from Florence County saying that, hey, Kodak Black still needs to come to South Carolina to face this trial, and these charges ain't going nowhere. And that's what brought him back to court today. So the plea agreement was struck, and it looked like that Kodak Black pled guilty to the charges. Now, the story is pretty interesting about how this guilty plea went in. He actually had to go to the victim in this story and actually talked to them and, apologized or whatnot. And it was almost like there was a lot of people there in his support, to include Baltimore Ravens quarterback and a friend of Kodak Black, Lamar Jackson. He was actually at the trial and he thought he was going to have to speak on Kodak Black's behalf. Now, that's wild, man. Lamar Jackson was there to talk on Kodak Black's behalf, but interesting to say the least. Now, the story starts off by saying rapper Kodak Black was sentenced to 18 months probation on April 28th after pleading guilty to first-degree assault and battery in an incident involving at a Florence hotel. The hearing for the musician, known legally as Bill Capri, attracted heavy media and police presence, as well as Baltimore Ravens quarterback Lamar Jackson, who planned to testify for his friend but left before the hearing started. Now, the story continues to say that Black was given the opportunity to address the victim, who was appearing via virtual feed. And this is what Kodak Black said, in quotes, "I apologize this happened, and I'm hopeful we can all move forward," he said. About 20 fans stood outside the Florence courthouse to catch a glimpse of the rapper. Capri, was initially charged with first degree, in an incident that took place at a Florence hotel in February 2016. Think about that. It's over 5 years since the incident. The rapper was in town to perform at a nightclub when the incident allegedly took place, and Capri was accused of the crime, and for the person who accused him, and he was they basically filled out a police report or whatnot, and he was accused of doing some wild stuff, man. We're gonna leave it at that. But man, it also goes to continue to say that in December 2016, that Capri, he had posted a $100,000 bond and was indicted 5 months later after the trial. A trial was scheduled for April 2019, and then that got postponed, and that's what got us to today. Now, sorry I had to repeat that, but I was looking at 3 different stories, and they kind of overlap sometimes. And some of the things that they say are similar, and I try to weed some of that out. But it looks like Kodak Black's situation now is where he's going to have 18 months of probation. I'm not sure if he still has to stay out of the state of California, of South Carolina, and if that's still going to be upheld, because obviously if he's on probation, I don't know how that works. Because if you live in another state and you're on probation in one state, how does that work? Now, him not being able to go to South Carolina probably hurt his pockets as far as show money too, to be honest. Even though dealing with this crime is a way bigger issue, to be real with you, you know what I mean? I think Kodak Black is probably happy just to get this off his plate. That's why he put in the guilty plea. And, I don't want to sound cold or against the victim in this situation. Hopefully they're all right. And, I don't want to, rile any bees in that situation. We feel remorse in that situation as well. You know what I mean? Now, what do you guys think, man? This is crazy because Kodak Black is a legitimate superstar in this rap game. And now it seems like he has this South Carolina case behind him. He's going to have 18 months probation, but we don't even know what else goes with that probation. Are they going to have to, is he going to have to do anything else besides that? Or is it just the probation and he'll be allowed to carry on his music career as usual? Now with that, hold up. What do you guys think? Do you think Kodak Black in this situation got the best deal that he could, so that's why he pled guilty? Or do you feel that, man, it was just justice served and it is what it is? Now with that, this been your boy Big Man. Do me a favor. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. And make sure you hit that notification bell so that way you get a notification every time I drop this hot content. And we out of here. Peace. Oh yeah. And if you made it to this part in the video, make sure you hit that like button. Peace.